And hello again, Internet. Well, here we are with a free-to-play review. I'm gonna check out Animation Throwdown. This is one of the games I've talked about several times. I've been playing this for quite a while. I'm gonna look at it, show you some of the positives, show you some of the negatives that I see in it. I haven't done anything today. As you can see, I got full adventures, full arena. There's even the challenges. I haven't touched any of this stuff yet. So I'm going to go through that today. In fact, I think I might have messed up myself on the challenges. We'll see how long I have. So let's go ahead and start. First off, if the video looks a little fuzzy, that's because I'm not actually running this full screen, but I've got it stretched to full screen in my recording window here, so I'm not sure what's going to do with the resolution. I also generally, when I play this game, I turn the sound and music off. I'll show you the options here. There's no actual option for volume. It's just on or off binary thing. And this is partly because it started life as a mobile app. It works on Congregate. Actually, no, I think it started on Congregate. But it's on Congregate, which is the K symbol down here, congregate.com. That's where you have the chat and everything is enabled. It is on mobile devices, but even then it links to Congregate's chat and such. So really it's more of a Congregate game than anything, and you can play it absolutely free there. It is available on Steam. The client on Steam is the one I'm using here. It is slightly different. I will explain some of the differences and my opinions of it. I'm going to go ahead and go back to 1x battle speed and turn auto battle off for a little bit and show you guys some of the things. I do this for a reason. I usually have battle speed 4 because I've been playing this so long I've seen everything in it. I know what everything's going to do. I have auto battle turned on when I'm doing just general grinding because my cards are powerful enough I basically cannot lose. And as you can see, it is available in many languages with more on the way. I'll give you a bit of an example here. We'll go through things as we go. We see multiple currencies, premium currency and such. To start with, yes, this is a free-to-play game, and yeah, you're going to be a bit penalized for trying to play it for free. I have spent money on this game. There's a few points that I've done. I will show you what these are. The first thing is, as you can see, there's a research thing, and my research is not going to finish before... As you can see, it's based on a timer, and it's not going to finish before this recording is over. What the research is for, this is a CCG. It's a collectible card game along the lines of Magic, Hearthstone, Yu-Gi-Oh!, whatever you want to name. There's lots of CCGs. This is one of the digital versions, so it's closer to SoulForge, Hearthstone, games like that. You do get a fair amount of cards playing for free. In fact, they've actually increased the amount of cards and quality of cards that you can earn on a complete free budget. So, kudos to them for that. Except they also kind of neutered a couple things recently. So, thumbs down there. I'll show you. What the research is for is, one of the things you can do in this game is make combos. And I'll show you about some of these. For example, this right here is called a power card. You can tell by the symbol in it. It is already comboed. You don't need to combo into it. It's already set up. This card here is a basic card, although it is high rarity. As you see the combos here, when you put another card on top of it, it's a character card and an item card go together to make a fusion. In this case, Alamo Beer plus Stan equals Drunk Stan, and you have these symbols for what they mean. I'm going to go ahead and go through a couple rounds throughout the campaign. I'll do some adventure, I'll do the challenges, I'll show off some of these things, let you get a feel for the game. As I've said, I've actually been playing it for a while. Now, you'll notice that, as I'd mentioned, the combo system, the research, it's based on a timer. And that was one of the first things I bought in this game, was the research accelerator that greatly reduces the amount of time research takes. For everything but legendaries, it cuts the time by a quarter, or to a quarter. So instead of taking an hour, it would take 15 minutes. For legendaries, it only cuts it in half. So instead of taking 2 days, it takes 1 day. That means the longer you're playing, the more access to combinations you have. And you can see what combos are available when you lift a card up here. As you see, this will combo with both rifle and ray gun. Leela here is a base card, a character card. Rifle is a base card. However, Ray Gun is a tier 2. It's already a pre-combo. It's not a power card, but it is a pre-combo. And I can kind of show the difference here. For example, Stan is also a basic card. If he combos with Rifle, and this is something they added recently, he becomes Space Stan, which gives... Well, I'll show you what those do. Whereas if he combos with Ray Gun, he becomes Rapture Stan, which is generally considered to be a more powerful version. What all of these symbols here do, Layla has... This is called Payback, and I can't, unfortunately, bring it up right now. The Nibbler there is Payback, which, as you see, my character here has. I'm using a level 10 Fry. It takes a long time to level these guys up. There's so much to discuss in this game of how it works and what it does. I'm just trying to go through it the best I can. He has 73 health, and this is determined by what avatar you use and what level they are, and as well as their abilities. At level 10, which is the max level for him, I have 73 health. I have a Punch of 2, which, as you can see, a random unit takes 2 damage every turn. Cheer 3 increases the attack of a random friendly Futurama unit. That's what that star there means, is it's a limited one, by 3 for a turn. And Payback 3 deals 3 damage to any card that attacks. So if anything actually manages to hit me, or Leela here, it will take 3 damage back, or 6 from Leela here. Punch. Now the monkey here is crazed. That means that after it does damage, it gains this much attack. The attack being the top number, the defense, life being the bottom number, of course. This down here, the gas, is kind of a poison effect. If you actually manage to hit the card, and you have to actually do damage, so you have to get through barriers and such, it'll do 3 damage recurring every turn. This little injection thing here means that when there's a combo made, this card, if it's in play, will get 4 attack. This little jackhammer down here, and I do not like these graphics. These used to be changed. These two used to be different. This is better. That, it's questionable. But these are a little confusing. The jackhammer here basically takes down a barrier. So if they have a wall, it'll deal 5 damage to that wall. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do a combo here. I'll show you Stan. So we play him. We usually go first, and of course we get quips from the characters. They're going to play Lois. Now, that extra boost right there is because this is an Onyx level, which they get plus 25 to increase to health and damage. So, Lois here has 1 payback and 1 health. This means that she will give 1 health to another card. For Stan, I'm going to go ahead and show off what the ray gun does. As you see, well, okay, the vice grip down there is a weaken attack, and this is actually a gold vice grip. So instead of weakening 1 card for 4 attack, it weakens all opponent cards for 4 attack. It's actually pretty nice, but generally in this game you want to get as much attack out as possible, hence why having the pump up of 9 and craze of 7 is considered very powerful. So we'll drop that together. As you see, he starts with 15 here. Now, since it's after the first turn, he gets to attack. Now, you'll notice that he took damage on that attack. That's because I was able to get through the defense and hit him directly. And this guy's the first level 1. He literally cannot beat me. Now, you may also notice there's some notches above the cards here. That means these cards have been fused, and I'll get into that in a little bit here. And again, we have a pre-combo here. Now you see we have something new. We have the Golden Turd. What this is it's motivate cards in the spots next to it, and you can only place them in whatever's the first available slot. But you can line up as many as you can get. Cards that are next to this get a +6 attack. And as you see, we have the vice grips down here again, only they're not golden. So this means that 1 random opponent card, and it's always random, will lose 8 attack. And that's only for that turn. Whereas Crazed and Motivate, that's it. Once they're on, they're on. So that's what Crazed is very powerful, because it keeps going up. Punch that, attack through it. That's game. I won that one. So I will do some harder ones, show them off. And I'll show how you earn cards in this. As you see there, because it was an Onyx one, I got some coins, which are used to buy packs. I got some Giggity Watts, which are used to upgrade cards, and I got a Golden Turd. And those are used to purchase special packs that have a supply of the currently boosted card type. It's confusing, I know, there's a whole lot of stuff. There are, as of right now, 30 chapters. As you see, I've completely maxed out most of them at this point. The latest ones from 25 or 26 up were just recently added, and they're pretty difficult, honestly. In fact, I will show you how difficult they are. I'm going to come down here. Now, how you usually earn cards from the adventure anymore, this is new, they changed it, is this set here of 4 of a common card, in this case Linda. When you get 3 stars in bronze, which means beat it 3 times as bronze, you unlock these cards, and then you get them. You get 3 silvers, so you'll get these 2 uncommons, these 2 food trucks. When you unlock gold, you get usually 1 epic, but the later tiers actually give you 2 different epics. When you get all 3 gold, and when you get all 3 onyxed, when you max it out, you get those epics again. So that's how you're supposed to grind for cards. The thing is, you only get them once per. After that, it's all about the Giggity Watts and the Golden Turds. As you can see, you can earn Golden Turds and Giggity Watts. The drop rate on those is absolutely pathetic right now. Like that one, you saw I got 1 Golden Turd. Those do not drop very often, and you need 1,000 to get 1 pack. So that is something that I think needs to be addressed, because right now that's useless. Absolutely useless. So we're going to go ahead and attack this guy, Felix, with my deck. Notice it takes more energy also. The higher tiered ones, every 5 levels, it goes up, take more energy. Plus, the higher you are in the tiers, like that takes 6. This one takes 7, because I'm up in the golds right now. So we're going to go ahead and battle this guy, because he's still on bronze. Now that changed the background turning pink. I don't know what's up with that. That's a bug that's been introduced recently. I don't know why it's going on. Okay, here we have this leech thing here is amazing. This means that when it deals damage to an opponent card, it gets 7 health back. You'll notice there's a little paper airplane. Here, he gives 5. Give 5 payback specifically. A random card will be given payback 5 every turn from him. See, here's the golden, it's called Cripple. That's the vice grips there, or the alligator pliers, whatever you want to call them. And see, that's a cripple all, whereas the red version is just cripple 1. You got the star here for the shield, which does 4 damage to a fellow disguised card. That's what this up here means, and you'll notice the disguise is up here right now. We'll see what that means. We can click this. The current boosted is Kick 'em in the Equesticles, which gives all disguised cards are cheered and bomb for 50% of their base attack value every turn. So the cheer is that, unlike Motivate, so you have cheer down here, will randomly increase a friendly Futurama unit by 3 for 1 turn, for that turn only. That's what the cheer is. Bomb, which they described here, and I don't have any pictures of it to show you, means when it hits a card, it will do damage to the cards next to it in order. Now, Protective Suits here, it has the disguise, is actually a power card. It's been, or not a power card, a pre-combo. It's not one you can get in the default packs. And as you see, this one's only got the 1 notch, which means it's only been fused once. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to show off Amy here, even though it's not particularly great. We'll put Amy down. You see, Amy combos with everything in here. Lots of different things she can do. We'll put her down. We'll see what my opponent drops. A Golden Turd. Now you see, and it's just been given payback 5. So when I hit, it's going to take 5 damage back to me. So I'm going to do Vitruvian Man here, which combos into the Thinker Ape. And as you see, this one gives you 10 defense, a wall of 10, a 12 punch, and 7 motivate. Now, since it's in the first row, the motivate's not going to have as much impact. It's only going to be able to hit 1 card instead of 2, but that's still pretty nice. And I like this particular combo for the defense and that punch. A nice big punch of 12 does some damage. So it got So I just did 2 punch. That's a Futurama card, so it just got motivated by Fry. Did its own punch and was still able to break through him. So now we've got a Tina here, and Tina has not been leveled up all the way. I'll show you some of the levels as we go. I'm going to go ahead and put Protective Suits down right now because of that Motivate. We'll give this an extra 4 damage. And as you see, this one gave an extra 4, or an extra 7 back due to its Motivate. And that'll do enough damage to go through it. I should win this one at this point. This thing here in the front row does enough damage to basically knock out any card he plays. Now, if I played another card here, it would go out to the 3rd row, but I'm going to combo and show you one of my favorite combos. Again, Clawbarella, 7 Motivate, so it's going to go from a 4 to a 7, and 7 Crazed. And again, it is a disguised card, which is boosted right now, so we're going to drop that. And it boosts that one. It only went up 3, not full 7, because it was already boosted by 4. It was replacing it, not adding to it. And at this point, this match is fairly well over. In fact, there it is. It is over. And I open this up. I got more money. The amount of money you get is based on how many adventures it takes. So that one took 6 adventures, I got 450, whereas the one that took 4 adventures gave me 300. It's 75 coins per adventure spent. Okay, now let's go see some of the things I've actually paid for in this game. You can see this in your little toolbox here. Golden Turds, you get them. They actually gave out to 2,500, so we're able to buy 2 packs right away. And I've only gotten 5 since then. It's pretty bad. Mythic Stones, you gather 1,000, you get Mythic Fragments. As you can see, I've only got 197. These are pretty hard to get. This is the Mythic cards are the high-end ones, and I'll be able to show them off in a second. I don't actually have any of them. 250 Fragments will get you one of them. So your first 1,000 will get you a Mythic card. Epic Stones give you Epic cards. Legendary Stones give you Legendary cards. Power Stones give you Power cards. Those are the pre-comboed ones, the ones that cannot be comboed further. The VIP pass. Now this is a thing. This is almost required for the Steam version, and here's why. The Congregate version and the mobile versions allow you to view ads. Now, you guys know my opinion on adware games. I don't hate them. It's fine, you know, if you want to do that in a game for something optional boost, no problem. Problem is, sometimes those optional boosts are not particularly optional. Like, you really, really hamstring yourself if you don't use them. And, well, in this game, Steam does not allow ads like that. So instead of having a one-time fee to unlock the ads, they decided a VIP pass, which is kind of like a monthly subscription. It goes for 30 days, as it says, last 30 days. It gives you 10 gems. It increases your energy cap by 10, which I find useful because that means that the energy builds up over time up to the cap. If you don't play it frequently, well, it's going to hit the cap. The higher the cap, the more adventures you get to play. You can get around that by playing it more often throughout the day, but even then overnight, it's going to build up. And as you see, it automatically gives me the full ad boost and opens ad crates. You must log in every day to get your gems. If you don't log in, you just don't get the 80 gems. Challenge coins are from the challenge rewards. I'll go through some of that and show you what's available there. Card inventory update. This was purchasable with gems. It just increases your inventory by 50. That used to be really important because the cards limit used to be only 100. They increased that to 250. So I've got 300 max, which is good. I have not come close to the max anymore, but it used to be really important that the first thing you spent was this. It's not so much anymore. This, however, I would say, well, this is the Adventure Energy Update. Again, I think this was purchased with gems. It just increases my max energy by 25. It lets me play longer. Actually, no, I think that one was one I purchased. Because the max you can have, like right now I have 45, you see? or 54, that's because I have an extra 35. Think about that. More than half of my adventure cap. And I mean, this increases it by 25. If not for the VIP pass, it would be a max of 44. This thing alone is most of my adventure cap. That makes it important if you actually plan on playing this game for a length of time, because more adventures equals more currency, equals more chances to win things. It's important to have. This, however, might be the most important thing, and I'm angry because they gave this out for free to everyone who played the game early on, and unfortunately I apparently found it a little bit late for it, even though I did it the first day I saw it. And I told you about this one, it reduces the research times. Now these energy refills here, and arena refills, these are what you get a lot of times out of the ad crates. So, we've seen adventure. You can see counting down here. Let's do a quick arena battle. Now, arena is the PvP side, and I'm at the secret fight club level, which means I'm all the way up at the top here. That's my score. It's not particularly good. In fact, I've been up to 1,050 or 1,070 before, and I've fallen back down because I haven't cared all that much lately. You get to see who you're fighting against and what level their avatar is. You have a chance at epic stones and a chance at hero tokens. Well, what are hero tokens? That's how you level up your characters. As you can see, there are a fair number of characters in this game, and they have a max level of 10. Now, these ones over here are premium characters. These are ones that are only unlockable via rewards or paying for them, and I've never had Gene at all, never managed to get him. Consuelo's up to level 4, and she's actually my favorite hero in this game, because we'll look at her level 10 stats. They are amazing. Because she's, again, you pay for her. She will heal all of your cards, cripple all the enemies, and has a good amount of health. I only have her at level 4, because I'm not going to sit and spend the money it would take to get her. This is one thing. This game can get very expensive. There's a lot of pay-to-win aspect in it, but fear not, generally you're not going to run into a lot of that. For the most part, even in a casual clan, the most recent Rumble, we almost got in the top 100, and we are hurting for players. It was actually kind of bad. It honestly felt like the game's going downhill, which I'm not surprised at this point, to be entirely honest. They've been squeezing every drop out of their player base they can, which just tells me the game's not meant to last. This is the newest one they added, Ricky Spanish, and they made it really easy to get him in that Rumble. As you see, I've got mine up to level halfway, almost to 4. And he gives Bodyguard. Bodyguard is one we haven't mentioned yet. It's like the shield, except it shields the people next to you. Gene gives shield all, cheer, and cripple 1. And Zap Brannigan gives heal 1, cheer all, and punch. He's actually pretty strong as well. And as you see, I've got him up to level 3, halfway to 4. Everyone else here, you can choose one of the first 5. Well, I guess not one of the first 5, because you can't actually choose Bender. But you can choose one avatar from one of the games. I don't know what all 5 of them are. I chose Leela as my starting avatar, which I actually think was a bad idea, but whatever. Futurama is my favorite of the shows, so I was going Futurama. After that, you have to earn the rest of them through the arena. The higher rank you are, and every time you rank up in an arena, it unlocks another one of these. And as you see right now, Brian is the one that it was showing here. Oops, I'm actually going to go back to Fry, because Fry is my better one. Tina is actually a very nice one to get as well, so that's one I would consider looking at. But I'm going to go back to Fry, because he's my big offense guy. And as you see here, there's also a brawl. Now, there are rotating brawls every few days. And the more fights you do, the higher you're in the ranks. For the most part, you get a lot more of these gem rewards here, which is what counts for the brawl. You get a lot more of them at SFC, Secret Fight Club. So most of the people high in the ranks are going to be in Secret Fight Club. And as you see with the ranking, well, I'm not going to go to the ranking, the various rewards you get, for the most part, see all rewards, thank you. For the most part, I end up in around this range bracket just by playing my usual turns. So most people, if you start off, you're going to get lower, probably down to here, but that's still pretty good rewards you're getting. You're getting some epic token or legendary tokens, some power tokens, some epic tokens, a rare pack, which has 2 cards in it. Generally just one card of any rarity and 1 card that is at least rare, which is the green border. You also get some coins and some giggity watts. As I say, I'm usually up in this tier. The highest I've been, I actually ended in this tier. Yeah, actually I think it was this tier. But yeah, I've actually gone up to tier 4 before. Now, let me let you in on a little secret. This is not pay to win. Kind of. This is ad crates. This is playing every day. The only way you're going to get up to this tier, and there are people who complain that people are sinking their ranking so that they get easy wins. I guarantee you, you cannot sink your ranking low enough to get enough wins to get you into this tier. The only way you get up to these top tiers is by playing as many games as possible. And to do that, you save your ad crates, you open all your ad crates until you have as many of these built up as you can. I'd say at least a month's worth if you really want the high tier ones. That's how I have Consuela up to level 4 when the others are still level 3. I'm going to do it again at some point, just not right now, because this is not enough to get me up there. It takes a lot. But just don't spend them. Hang on to them for a while, and then you're good to go. So, I'm going to go ahead and go into one of the attacks here. Now, for the first 5 ranks of PvP, you get to go first, period. The opponent does not get to. When you get to rank 6, and actually I think it might be the first 7 ranks, because there's 15. But you get to a point where they start dropping a defense card, and that's based on their avatar. The defense usually can't do anything. Once you're at SFC, they get to go first, but their first card, you saw that little snore thing, that's what the Z up here is. They play first, but it takes an additional turn for it to activate. So basically, it just means you don't get a free quick shot on them. Now, I'm gonna, since this is PvP, and it is still, quote, PvP, you're playing against another player's deck. You're not playing against another player. It's not a live combat. You're still playing against the computer, so you are still gonna win more often than you would otherwise. But I still might lose. I'm going to go ahead and drop Bobby because he's a quad fuse legendary and he's pretty powerful. There's a quad fuse legendary Bender who's also really powerful. See how well I can do here. And he's got Kleinbeer. Oh, this guy definitely has more money cards than me. Kleinbeer here is one of the pre-combos. And the fact that he's got one quad fuse legendary pre-combo, he's spent some money on this game. Now, I can upgrade Bobby, but I actually don't want to right now. I want to let him build up a bit. So I'm just going to drop Wrestling next to it, because Wrestling is pretty powerful on its own. This is why I have several in the deck. And it used to be boosted. The boost for it's gone right now. So, what do you have here? Karaoke Con. There's another pre-combo card, and I actually do have a quad fused full one of these as well. I just don't use it. This is a music artistic card. Now, as you see with the Wrestling, he's probably going to get killed on the next shot. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Stan over to it so that it gets wall and... Ooh, do I want to, though? No, he'll survive the next turn. So I'll leave it and put another Wrestling out here. But putting Stan on Wrestling gives it punch and wall. It's not the best combo for Stan, but it is a decent combo. That was what Crazed was, and there was Nibbler jumping down payback. There's Leech. Now, this actually might die still, because it might get boosted by something. Ah, he's going to die. Yep, 14. Alright. So this is actually trouble for me. I'm probably going to lose this one. I'm not playing it particularly well right now, and I'll show you what happens on a defeat. And I will try to show you what happens on a win. Let's put the Drunken Clam, another pre-combo card. You'll get familiar with what's pre-combo and what isn't. All of the base cards are the ones that are earnable in the adventure mode. Those are what are in the normal packs. Those are also what are in the epic packs, and the rare packs and the epic packs all have base set cards. Turkey Day Football is another pre-combo. A lot of noise and all going off. Usually I play this much more quickly, as I said. I have it on 4X, and I tend to skip turns as well. Just go through it, because I don't tend to want to see this animation anymore. Now, I am pretty well screwed at this point, but I'm going to go ahead and make Yacht Club to weaken all of his cards by 6 every turn. Because that'll save me some damage. But he's got a card advantage out right now. He's got... This thing's going to be hard to kill. This guy's going to keep getting larger, and he's healing everybody. That's an interesting choice. Now that pump, pump, pump there was... This made a fusion, so this got more life. Okay, so now he's going... Jeez, are you going to attack? Oh, man! Super King is actually really powerful right now, because he's going to keep all of his cards alive, and Turkey Day, that golden hamburger, means it heals everybody. So this is a pretty defensive deck, and mine right now is just not built to handle this. I'm pretty well screwed. In fact, I don't think there's any way for me to win this. So I'm going to put a ray gun down here. I'm going to hope, with my fingers crossed, this doesn't kill it, so that I can try to put Rapture Stan out, but Rapture Stan is not going to help me. See, this is what I like about wrestling. The leech there helps keep it alive. Oh, great. Another pre-combo. This guy, like I said, he has spent money buying those, and I'll show you about that. That's another one that's going to weaken everybody. Nope, not a chance. So I'm out this round. I'm not going to win. He's just got way too much of a card advantage on me. And he's too defensive. And I'll drop Wrestling because it doesn't matter. You'll note I have several Wrestlings in my deck. Not many cards that I have multiples of, at least not item cards. Wrestling was recently boosted, and I just find it powerful on its own. So there, I was able to destroy one card, but he's got these two out here. That's right there will do enough damage to kill me. And even if that one doesn't, he's got another one that will. So I am going to be defeated this turn. Now, one thing about the life cards, the defense cards, that only triggers if your opponent attacks. So there, I'm dead. So it's not like the two cards battle. It's when you attack, you deal your damage to their life, but not vice versa. So that's how he was able to keep all those cards out. Then I got defeated. Even when you're defeated, you do get a little bit of coin. Now, I'm going to speed this one up this time, see if I can get a win on it. You get Dale here, and it's got a Tina. And so I'm going to speed this battle up, see if I can get a win, and show you what you get for a win. In fact, I'm just going to play it at 4x from now on. I'll go with Wrestling. Skip all the animation. That's what that click was there for. Do I want... You know, I'll go with this. And Drunken Clam. Get a little bit of defense going. Actually, that's not even a defense card. More Wrestling. Now, this is one of the new cards, Power Combo, and I'm happy to have it. That arm right there is Heist. That means that if an opponent's card would gain attack, which this does, gains 4 attack every turn, my card steals it. There it was. See that? It went by pretty quickly because I'm on fast speed, but what happened was he attacked, his Psycho went off to give him 4 extra attack, Badminton Rogers Heist went off, grabbed that 4 attack for himself and is going to use it this turn. So this guy got stronger, that guy didn't, but it's not going to matter. I'm still going to get wrecked here. Because this is... Oh, wow, I actually might survive this now. I might win, I doubt it. We'll see. I need something on her. So we'll put this on. Do a bit of extra damage. You're at 1. Yes! That's a win. Okay. So you see my score went up there, although it went down even further on the loss. A lot more life, and you get those, the tokens that count toward the battle. So you only get those on wins, which is why I say, and I'll talk about the daily quests here. That's why I say it's just the sheer number of turns that gets you the wins there. So just keep hoarding your stuff until you get a weekend that has the rewards that you want, and just go nuts. Spend as many as you can, play as much as you can. Doesn't matter. Try to get as many wins. Even if you lose a lot, it's just throw as many turns at it as you can. So the quests, the daily quests. Now I've already done all the basic quests, so I can't show those off anymore. But every day there are 5 daily quests. You've seen the first one. I played 5 power cards, or I mean played 5 combos. You also play 5 adventure battles, play 3 arena battles, perform 3 upgrades, buy 3 packs, and then you get this: 20 gems, the premium currency, and 30 giggity watts to help upgrade. I'm going to kind of show all this off. I've got a fair amount of gems right now because the VIP pack gives an extra 80 a day. So down to the shop. There are items. You can buy as many of these as you want, I think, but I'm not going to. They cost 500 a pop. I don't need them. I'm not anywhere near my cap. These things cycle out a lot, and I don't care for... I mean, this 100 giggity watts a day is practically nothing. Not really worth it, especially not a 7 days at $5. I personally would not afford buying, or would not suggest buying this one. I wouldn't want to buy this either, because even though it's only $30, you can buy up to 4 per game, per player. It gives some giggity watts for upgrades. It gives you some gems to spend on cards and such, and it gives you a bunch of research speed ups. I suppose if you're a new player and have a lot of money, this would help you. And this is pay to win. Straight up, it's a bit of pay to win. It's helping you get your researches out faster. Here's how you can buy some gems. Get 2 epic packs plus gems on a special deal. These limit 2 per player. These keep cycling out. So like this says right here, this legendary bundle, limit 2 per player. It'll come back and you'll be able to get 2 more. And yeah, you notice that price. $50, $100. One of the things with the mythic cards is they have the cycling mythic pack bundle, which you get 250 of the mythic shards, not fragments, which would get you a card. You get the shards. Once you get 1,000 shards, you get a mythic card. Effectively, that means the mythic cards cost $200 because it's a limit 4 per player, $50 each, and you have to buy all 4 of them to get one of the cards. But yeah, that's what I'm saying when this is pay to win. Problem is, you're generally not going to run into stuff like that unless you're pretty high on SFC or fighting one of the top-end clans in the Rumble. But even then, if you're not really fighting for the top, you can do pretty decently as a free player or with spending a little bit like I do. And here's what I was talking about, the Golden Turd Pack. It takes 1,000 Golden Turds. I've earned all of 5. So this thing is, to me, pretty dang useless. But what it's meant for is, you notice that in 10 days, it'll rotate. In 10 days, we're getting a new boost. Disguise will still be boosted for a while, but something else will be boosted. And what this is it just is all of the various disguise cards in the game. All of them. Pre-combos, regulars, power cards. I think there's regulars in here. I actually am not seeing any regular disguise cards. So it's only epic and legendary. Epic are the blue, legendaries are purple, and it's a lot of pre-combos or power cards. You can see there's a fair number of them. There's bomb, there's the various effects that they have. The new ones are ones that are recently added to the game, either as a combo or as its own card. Another new one here. So this is how you can power up your current deck for the current theme, and it changes every time they change the theme. Or not, It changes when they update themes. The Super Epic Pack, I'll show you what these things are in a bit. Here's your regular packs. I'm just going to go ahead and buy one right now to show you. It gives one card. I bought the maximum. I bought all 7. 7. So I bought 7 of them. They gave me 7 cards. It's 1,000 per pack. I didn't see that I bought the max. I'm dumb. I tend to always buy the max anyway. Hence, there's my 3 for the day. I get 500 coins back. Yeah, so this will hold any of the base cards is available in this pack. But you're mostly going to get those basic common white cards, the gray ones. The rare cards, the green ones, you'll get some in there. Also, with this rare pack, you get 2 cards with 1 guaranteed to be rare or higher. They don't even have the regular epic packs anymore, which used to be you would get 3 cards, one of which was see, here it is, 3 cards, one of with an epic or higher. They replaced that with the super epic pack. And I'll show you what that does here. And they got some specials going on with that. I'm actually kind of saving my coins right now to get 10 epic packs, super epic packs. Or they have these rotating boxes of cards. These are the pay cards. And as you see, there's a special deal. You don't want to do this, the buy one for $4.50. You want to save up till you have 800 and get 3 of them. I haven't bought these yet because there's nothing in here I particularly want, although there's a bunch of disguise cards. And these only have, again, rare and epic, or epic and legendary. And you'll notice there's a number underneath here and a collection of 0.96. So say, for example, I bought 6 packs right now. I would get 6 cards, or let's say I bought 16 actually. So I bought 16 cards, and I'd get like 2 of these, 1 of these, but I actually managed to get all 8 of these. No matter how many more times I buy the pack, I will not get more of those because I've maxed it out at 8, which is why you can only get this. You can only get 2 of these until you buy the entire box of 96. Then it resets and you can start all over. Yes, there are people who do that. They can buy as many as they want, try to get 4 of these to quad fuse them. And there are some players who will drop hundreds of dollars every time to try to get as many as possible. I'm not one of them. I would not recommend being one of them, because as much as I complain about the pay-to-win aspect of this game, honestly, you can get by pretty well as free as long as you're playing on Congregate or mobile. Now, this is usually a television with ad things, which you have to watch 3 ads, which would get you 4 hours, and every time you watch an ad, it resets it to 4 hours. If you watch 1 ad, you get a minor bonus for 1 hour. 2 ads gives you a little bit better bonus for 2 hours. But if you get all 3 ads, you get this bonus right here. Now, this chance, that's useless now. I don't know why that's still here. Unless they've put this as for your packs, you get a better chance of getting higher cards. But what this used to mean is when playing in the adventure mode, you'd have a chance for a card to drop. You don't anymore. It's guaranteed. I'm also getting more coins and more chance of the tokens dropping in Arena. The chances are still really small. But you're going to want this just for the coins. There are also clans which give you bonus. As you can see, my clan is only giving me an extra 20% coin, as opposed to the full 50, which you would get if you had a full clan. So let's check the challenges now, which, well, what about the super epic packs? What about those wharf coins? They're over here. Again, they have these rotating challenges. This grill battle challenge rotates fairly frequently and is a PvP style one. You play against other people's decks. This artsy butts challenge is one that rotates about every week and is played against a special computer deck of specific cards. And again, you look at the rankings or the prize rewards, I usually end up around, with my free deck, around here. Sometimes up here, but generally I end up around here, which gives you enough, as you'll see, at 1,200. It takes 1,000 to get an epic pack, so this gives you an epic pack. Or not an epic pack. This gives you an epic card. If you have 1,000, just trade it for an epic card. And I get a rare pack, I get some gigawatts, some coins, and every 4 weeks or so, every month or so, I get a power card off of this. And this one rotates, as I said, roughly every 3 days. I think that's not what I want. I want the all rewards here. There we go. Which, again, has about the same quality of prizes. Now, this one you cannot pay to update your adventures. You get X adventures a day, period. And you can gain up to 3 ranks. I'll go ahead and show it off here. You can gain up to 3 ranks if you and your cards don't get injured. If they do get injured, you can only get up to 2 or up to 1 rank. And if you lose 3 ranks. So this one is, if you want the high-end ones, you're going to be paying against people who have really, really high-end cards. And you have to know what you're doing, which is why I usually end up in around the 5,000 range. So we're going to start with this. Notice that he again starts off and his card is delayed a turn. That's why right there he did not attack. It was delayed for an extra turn. And we're going to power it up. And we're just going to go ahead and I'm going to speed through this one. I should have left that actually. Okay, so I've won this one. Now what you get when you win is you rank up. As you see, I gained only 2 levels that time because one of my cards got injured. I never got injured though. And I got some Wonder Wharf coins. So what are those Wonder Wharf coins? Well, those are what you get for both of the challenges, and you can use those here. You can either buy a hero token crate, which contains a random amount of a random hero, including premiums, or a super epic pack, which, as I said, replaced the regular epic pack a bit ago. What's so good about the super epic pack is it includes not just the base cards, but every non-power card of epic or higher. So it doesn't have the ones that have the little symbol up there. It does not have the power cards. But as you see, it has the combo cards. The normal cards, like Amy here is a normal card, Alamo Beer is a normal card, A Gun for Christmas is not, Barbershop Vasectomy is not. You just learn, as I said, which ones are in the base set are the ones that you can earn. Bob's Burgers, Bob's, Boomhauer, Brian. Those are the ones you can earn just by going through adventure mode. Or in the available in the other packs. You get to know which ones are which. There's no markings as to which ones are which. It also has a very rare chance of getting one, just straight up opening a mythic card for you. And as you see, there's a couple new cards added in. The mythic cards, I will show you just a second. And I'm actually going to open this. I've not bought a hero token crate ever. So I'm going to go ahead and blow this for you guys to show you what it's like. 7 Stewie tokens. Just straight up random character, random number of tokens. Because these things are hard to get. And they're random. So getting ones you want is annoying. I'll show you how you're supposed to do that. Deck. Mythic. Say you've gotten your 1,000 mythic stones. You crack it. It gives you random 250. As the 250 there. Gives you random 250 fragments, which unlocks one of these. You can only, and then again, it costs 500. You can only power these up with more fragments of that character. So again, it's more randomization on top of randomization on top of randomization. Very annoying. But these things are powerful. The stats on them, I mean, look at this. Even a base one. Cripple all 6. Punch 10. Good numbers here. Stan. Starts with 14 attack. Gets 5 extra every turn. 42 life. And they combo into very powerful combos, which I don't have any of these, so I obviously can't combo. And I don't know how long it takes to research them. So, what am I talking about with the powering up cards and giggity watts and all these fancy who's its and what's its? And what do you do with all your extra cards? So, we go to recycle. I have 8 common cards. I'll go ahead and put all of those up. You saw me earn them. They give you 1 point each. Not a whole lot. I'm going to filter for this right now. This is a Giggity Watt card. Sometimes when you open a pack, you get an extra Giggity Watt card based on the pack. I don't think I've ever seen the rare come from a normal pack or anything like that. This only comes from rare packs. It does not count against your pack. It's just, you just automatically get a free card. And it's just Giggity Watts. You cannot play this card. It's not useful for playing. What it is, Klaus here is a standard rare card. It gives you 5. The Giggity Watts give you 25. So this is basically like recycling 5 normal cards. Also, it's like recycling the next tier up. A white Giggity Watt gives you 5. And if I had just recycled a normal, a epic card up here, if I have one I can show, like here. If I were to recycle this, I would get 25 from it. I'm not going to recycle that. See, I have a fair amount here that I've been collecting. This I actually will recycle because I don't need him right now. So now I've got 100 Giggity Watts. Well, what does that mean? I go back to primary. Here's my full deck. You have up to 3 decks, which can all have different... You can rename them. You can choose which one is your current one. They can have different themes if you want. They can have different avatars. You have up to 3 decks that you build. I'm focused on my main one still. Although I have finally, after playing this game for months, I'm getting to the point where I can build decks based on themes. In fact, I have extra cards down here for the first time in forever, effectively. Which is what I'm going to go do right now. You'll notice that I've been combining a lot of them up to the first tier and just that. And if I have, and I know I still have some available, usually I only keep the legendaries or the pre-combos, but now I'm keeping a lot more. I want at least one of every epic up. Here we go. Louise Piano. Let's look. So I've already got Louise, Planet Express. I think I've got all these that I actually want. So I'll go do... You know what? I'm going to do Stan because I think Armed is coming next, and he starts as Armed. So, I have a Stan here. I can upgrade him for 2. Every level of upgrading gets more expensive. 5, 10, 15. This maxes him out. I've done my 3 upgrades today, so I get my pack for that. And I'll do another one real quick. Costs 32 to completely upgrade a non-fused epic. Now I have 2 of these at max level. See, I did one here, I have one here. Since they're both at max level, the next way to upgrade is to fuse them together into one card. Now, if you were watching, the base stats and such have gone up. The level 1 version here has 1, 1, 6, 9. The level 5 has 1, 3, 7, 13. Straight up, this is a better card than this. And I can upgrade, and when I upgrade and fuse them, it will get even stronger. And you'll notice that the level went from 5 to 1. And it costs 30 to upgrade. I can start upgrading it all the way up to 5 again. For example, back here, I have a tier 5 fused Vitruvian Man. Once you have 2 of those at level 5, you can combine them into a quad fused. For example, I know I have a non-leveled up quad fused down here. Here we go. Non-leveled up quad fused. And as you can see, this one has 3, 3, 2, 8, 22. Well, let's compare that to a fully upgraded card. Here is as good as a rifle gets. Quad fuse is as high as it goes. It's max level 5. It is done. And you'll notice how expensive it gets. 90 just to get it to level 2. It ends up being several hundred Giggity Watts to fully upgrade the thing. But look at the stat numbers. And it doesn't look like it's that much of a difference. Only 4. It's got a +1 punch, +1 gas, +2 attack, +3 health. But the higher the better. You'll notice that my entire deck is made up either of quad fused epics or legendaries. And I don't have quad fused legendary here. The only quad fused legendary I have is Bobby. This is at least fused. These two are not, unfortunately. Bender is one that I would get rid of if I could, because as you see, I have Roger sitting down here, unfused. I have a Tina, which I actually have a fused Tina in the deck. There's also, I think, Chris. And Chris is actually he's not a pre-combo, but he is a premium only. You can't get him in the major packs that I know of because there's a common version of Chris. Same with Fry. Philip J. Fry here. There's a common version or there's a legendary version inside the pay packs. Oh, okay, so that's been a lot of information that I've covered on this. What is the boiling point of all this? Do I like this game? Yes, I do. I enjoy this. I think the combos add a higher level of strategy to it. However, if you start playing it right now, you are going to be at a disadvantage. You're not going to have your combos researched, and it's going to take longer to research them than normal. You're not going to have a lot of cards available to you, but if you go through adventure mode, which is where you're going to want to start off, you will get more cards available unlocked for you. Things are easy to begin with because it tries to grab you early. You get a lot of levels. It gives you a lot of free stuff right away, and it gets harder and harder to go. Do I recommend playing it? Well, to be entirely honest, yes, I would. If it's something you're going to play for a long time, you can definitely become competitive without spending on this game or spending a minimal amount. I do recommend, if you do end up liking this game and wanting to spend into it, the main things I would recommend, get that research accelerator. That is a priority. It costs $10. The adventure accelerator can be useful. It again costs $10. The VIP pass costs $10. That's one, I don't like it. It does give you gems. It gives you a lot more gems than you would just buying $10 worth of gems. I'll show you here. You get 80 a day for 30 days. That's 2,400 gems. That's almost enough to buy this on its own, right? For $10. Plus, you get 20 every day if you play every day. So you can get this in 25 days instead of the full thing. But how much would it cost to just straight up buy that many gems? Oh! $20 only gives you 1,700 gems. So you're getting like $25 worth of gems, I would say. Because, you know, there's... the base value is $400 for $5. You're getting up to $3,200. So you're getting $20 worth of gems, effectively, with your $10 purchase. It's not huge, but it's also increasing your adventure cap by 10. And it's letting you open ad crates immediately. Well, what are ad crates? I haven't run into any of those yet to show you. Let's go back. I'm going to go back to chapter 1 and just quickly autoplay a couple times until I get one. Because these guys, literally, I could throw my absolute worst cards down. They're just pneumatically better to the point where I can't lose. Which is why, to grind, I just do that. Put it on auto battle, click finish. Instead of just ending that round, it ends the whole thing. And I'm going to keep doing this. You get up to 3 crates a day. If you're playing on mobile or on Congregate, you have to watch an advertisement to open the box, unless you have the VIP pass. The only way to even get these things to drop, and there's one right there, on Steam is to have the VIP pass, which is why I do not recommend playing it on Steam unless you're planning on paying. If you want to play it for free, play it on Congregate or on your phone. It's the exact same game, the exact same account. They're all linked together. You have to have a Congregate account to begin with. Just play it there. It's a Flash game, it's free, and they've actually really optimized it lately. It runs very beautifully. Now, it used to crash a bit, but now it's quite nicely done. Open it up, what do we get? You get a value of coins, and you get either some adventure cap, some of this, depends on what box you have. This is a fairly decent box. There's a 500 coin box, a 1,000 coin box, a 1500, which is what I opened here, and a 2000, which gives you the plus, and it doesn't, there's no difference here on visual what it is, but it would give you a plus 10, and an epic pack, which might be a super epic pack now, I don't know. Actually, no, just a rare pack. But you get a rare pack that it opens, and you can get even legendary cards from those rare packs. Not often. The amount of cards that you get is pretty low. I've got 3 more packs I could show you. Open it up. I'm going to go ahead and just finish off to get my daily quests here to show you guys. Then I'm probably going to log off and finish my day. I'll go through the challenge mode. There's a lot to do every day if you have a lot of adventures and such. They added, there's 2 challenges going all the time. The arena has extra fire, has that bonus mode all the time. That's what I'm saying. They're trying to give out more rewards more often to players. So that's finished for today. I will go ahead and finish off my 3rd arena fight for the day. You will notice that I'm going to turn off, level 6. That's actually bad to have a lower level opponent in arena mode here, because that generally means they paid for the cards to get high up faster. So I'm going to try to combo, although this guy doesn't have a bunch of power cards. So this is not a full pay player. I don't know how they're up here this high up so fast. I'll drop you. Blun's Ball. And I might actually win this one. Peggy. Paddle and Peggy I'm going to give. Oh, nope, guess not. Paddle and Peggy is really powerful. That's Peggy plus Rifle. So there's a tip right now. Right away. If you want to tip, one of your best early combos to do, Peggy, Rifle. Get those cards as soon as you can. Get them comboed as soon as you can. That's going to carry you through a lot of the game. I'm going to go ahead and drop Bobby. I should win this one this round. Yep, okay. I'm glad it was against Tina there, because I want Tina tokens. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter who it was against. But there, yeah, see? I had a chance for Tina tokens. I got my Tina tokens. Woo! I want to get her up to 10. And I'll show you something here about that. You can... Oh, and there's my daily quest. Woo! 20 tokens, some more giggity watts. And I got a loot crate, so let's open that up. Wait, all this stuff coming up at once. That was a small loot crate. Now, you'll note it has this option here to respin. You spend 100 coins to refresh. You'll get a different opponent and a different chance. Now, it's just still, it's a chance, and it's random. If you want to get a specific hero up, especially if you're a free player, my suggestion would be to have 3 heroes in mind. Pick 3 heroes. Spin until you get one of those 3. But even then, limit how many times you spin. I would only spin at most 5 when I was doing it, because I wanted to make sure I always had some extra money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So it looks like I'm going to be trying to get him, and unfortunately I'm going up against level 10 Dale. I probably shouldn't have spun it, but get a chance to get more of Stewie tokens, which I don't actually need. But that's how you kind of decide what hero you want to level up. Again, it costs. Everything in this bloody game costs. But that doesn't cost actual money. That just costs coins, which you can run out of if you're doing a whole lot of that. That was not the card I wanted to put there. That was not the combo I wanted to do. I wanted to put Tina on it. I made a misclick. I am dumb. But whatever. I should actually... I'm doing fairly well against this guy. I'll leave that. Yep, I won. Okay, so no worries there. So yeah, that's my opinion of Animation Throwdown. A free-to-play game that you can drop a little bit on and be fairly successful if you're willing to dedicate the time to this game. It is a fairly time-consuming one. You're going to want to play it every day if you really get into it. It only takes 10 minutes to recharge. Every adventure recharges in 10 minutes. Your arenas recharge every 90 minutes. Or you have the recharge packs. I like it. I like the way it works. I love the combo system in it. There's a bit of strategy. You can't choose where to put your cards, but you can choose what card to put where based on what order you put them down. You can choose to combo. You can try to overwhelm them without comboing. Good amount of strategy. You can get quite a bit of rewards playing for free, but if you're going to do that, either do it on mobile. If you have an iPhone, if you have an Android phone, it's on both of those. Or if you just want to play it on your PC, congregate.com. Just Google that, congregate with a K, hence the K logo, and play it there. Make an account there, play through it. Join a guild. There's guild chat, which is this button right here, which takes you to Congregate on the Steam version, which is why I say just play it on Steam. The guild chat is actually available no matter what game you're playing on Steam or on Congregate, which is nice because you can have your guild chat tab open if you're playing a different game. Some guilds are, of course, going to be more chatty than others, and I do like that aspect, a good social aspect. If you have a group of friends who wants to play and chat, go for it. Join a guild, make a guild, get other people to join in, chat while you play. There are guild rumbles, which is not available right now, but those take place every so often. You get some pretty decent rewards out of them, and even a fairly casual guild can get high-end rewards out of it. It's only the very top tiers that have the real pay-to-win, must-win every match guilds. Don't worry about those. You still get a fair, decent amount. You won't get the best, but you'll be well off. That's my opinion. That's Animation Throwdown, the quest for the cards. A very money-grabby, but fun game. If you want a different version that's a little bit better free, I'd look at Spellstone. You don't get the combos in that, but other than that, it's a pretty same system. I will show that off one of these days. Now, I mentioned that I was not going to record tomorrow, that I'd be taking my break tomorrow. That's not true, actually. Because For Honor will be updating tomorrow and adding the new classes for the people who bought the season pack, which I did, I will spend tomorrow recording trying those two new characters out. The Centurion and the Ninja. They hit tomorrow. I will record those tomorrow, and then I will take my 2-day break. I hope this has been informative. Until next time, Internet, take care and enjoy the games you play.